SWOT analysis, tactics, risk, and refugee leadership in advocacy. Welcome. We're going to explore some essential tools and concepts in this lesson that will help you create effective advocacy campaigns, stay safe while working, and ensure that refugee voices are heard. Let us begin with the SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It's a simple but powerful way to understand your situation, both inside your group and in the wider environment. First, think about your strengths. These are the things you and your team already do really well. For example, maybe you have a passionate team, strong connections in your local community, or you're working with refugee leaders who can share their own powerful stories. These are all big strengths you can build on. Next, look at your weaknesses. These are areas where you need to improve. Maybe you don't have enough funding yet, or you're short on volunteers, or you're missing good tools to communicate your message. Knowing your weak spots helps you plan how to fix them. Then, think about your opportunities. These are chances outside your group that you can use to move your cause forward. For example, maybe there's a new government policy that could help refugees, or an upcoming community event where you can raise awareness, or maybe the media is showing more interest in refugee stories. These are openings you can grab. Finally, look at threats. These are things that could harm your campaign. It could be political pushback, negative news stories, or false information spreading online. By knowing these threats in advance, you can prepare to handle them. So, when you do a SWOT analysis, you get a clear picture of what's working, what needs work, and what could help or hurt you along the way. This simple tool helps you plan smarter, stay realistic, and be ready for any challenge. Next, let's talk about advocacy tactics. Advocacy isn't just one thing, it's a whole mix of different tools and actions that help you make real change. The best campaigns don't rely on just one idea, they use different tactics to reach different people and get better results. So, what are some tactics you can use? One is lobbying. This means meeting with local officials or policymakers to ask for specific changes like better housing, healthcare, or services for refugees. Another tactic is organizing community events. You could host workshops, storytelling nights, or cultural gatherings. These help people learn about refugee experiences and build real understanding and empathy. You can also do media outreach. That means writing articles, creating videos, or sharing true stories on social media to reach even more people. Another powerful tactic is legal action. Sometimes taking a legal step can help protect refugee rights or challenge unfair policies. And don't forget about arts and culture. Things like art exhibitions, film screenings, or performances can really touch people's hearts and build support in a creative way. The main idea here is this: use more than one tactic. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. If one approach doesn't work, you have others to keep going. Plus, using different tactics helps you connect with different people in the ways they respond best. Now, let's focus on something just as important: risk and sustainability. Advocacy can sometimes come with risks, especially when you're working on sensitive issues like refugee rights. That's why it's so important to plan for safety and to take care of yourself and your team. For example, protect your online communications by using secure apps and strong passwords. Know your local laws about protests, free speech, or gatherings so you don't run into legal trouble. And don't forget, take breaks, rest, and support each other. Sustainable advocacy means you're in it for the long run, not just for one event, but for lasting change without burning out. Finally, let's talk about refugee leadership, which is absolutely essential. There's a powerful saying, "Nothing about refugees without refugees." This means refugees themselves must be part of every step, from spotting the problems to planning actions and speaking publicly. To make this possible, think about what might hold refugee leaders back. Remove barriers like language, transport, or childcare so they can join fully. And make sure to pay refugee leaders fairly for their time and experience. Their voices make your advocacy stronger, fairer, and much more effective. So remember, good advocacy combines smart tactics, good safety planning, and true refugee leadership. That's how you build campaigns that don't just make noise, they make real, lasting change.